Lucy Bronze from that right-hand side. We know what she can do, getting the ball up the pitch. She's quite happy to drive, and I think she's just added another dimension to the Barcelona team. Leon. Almaty wants it. Goes to Rolfer. Finds their feet at Panos. And that's the area. See, Sam Kerr just comes over to this right-hand side. Leon has to go with her because Rolfer gets herself up the pitch from that left-back position. But in terms of the areas to exploit for Chelsea, that is what they have to do. Is they don't have to panic when they win the ball back. Opening up for Barcelona. This is Bronze. Out wide to Graham Hansen. So you have to admire the way that Barcelona, when they're in possession, just have two centre-backs and Walsh and everybody else is forward. And they know that they can have control of the game by pushing all those players forward and keeping the ball in the opposition half. They just do it. Probably the best in the world at doing it in women's football. Of players that is so difficult to mark. So you've got triangles, you've got Bonmati, you've got Graham Hansen and Lucy Bronze, and then they work it so that one of them gets themselves into the box and is allowed a shot on goal. JC. That's away from Mielda. Jankovic coming back to try and help Chelsea. Alpha was the option. Now Gihara. Leon. Stolen away by Cuthbert from JC. Chelsea can just get back in control after a bit of Barcelona pressure. Jankovic finds Wrighton. Heavy touch though, and it just allowed Mappy Leon to collect it again for Barcelona. Just see how Sam Kerr comes alive when Chelsea regain possession. Right on the shoulder of the defender, ready to run into the space. And Barcelona do give you that space. It's just that they don't lose possession that often. Walsh. The Chelsea team being spurred on by the home crowd, starting to make their voices heard. Here's Rolfer. Bronze. She does have Graham Hansen on that right side. It's a pass into Pariuelo. JC. JC will take the strike. It was a decent effort in the end into the hands of Berger.
Yeah, a couple of times now, obviously with the goal, Chelsea have allowed Caroline Graham-Hansen to get a touch and space in the box on her left foot for a strike on goal.
Well, a reminder that King is coming home. Canelo heads home to Mexico to defend his super middleweight titles against dangerous Briton John Ryder. That's May the 6th, which is live on DAZN and DAZN pay-per-view. A week later as well, YouTube sensation KSI returns to the ring to fight undefeated pro boxer Joe Fournier, live on DAZN and DAZN pay-per-view as well. Chelsea's Ann-Katrin Berger is struggling at the moment.
Actually, we've seen this quite a lot, particularly in the women's game, where the goalkeeper goes down, the physios come on. It just allows, if you just look at the sideline now, Emma Hayes has got the team together and she's just giving a team talk, because then the goalkeeper's not forced to go off at the side. If it had been any other player, then you go down to 10 players, but it just gives the time to, it's like a little bit of a water break. But first sort of 15 minutes, the team's going to go down. They've reacted really well from that, but now it's like, right, well, tactically she needs to just shuffle it just to make sure they don't concede again in this particular period. But obviously it also gives the opposition the chance to do that as well.
Well, let's have a look at the way the goal was created again, Lucy, because it was a bit of brilliance really from Caroline Graham-Hansen.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea is set up there to defend the edge of the box, but you've still got to engage. You've got to get closer to Hansen there on the edge, because she just had so much space in front of her, and she's such a talented footballer. Either foot she'll be able to strike that with. Terrific goal.
Well, it was her first goal in the Champions League this season. Already scored 8 goals in all competitions since returning from injury. She had this season really disrupted by a thigh injury. Only recently coming back to full fitness, Caroline Graham-Hansen.
I think Berger missed the last game, but I doubt whether there's anything seriously wrong with Berger. But it just allows that little break. It allows Emma Hayes to get information on to Chelsea, and I think we'll see a lot more of this happening. I think Arsenal do it, Arsenal women do it a lot as well.
Well, Ann-Katrin Berger is back up on her feet, so it seems okay to continue. On her hand. Clearly hurt a little bit. Here's her old foot. To Leon, and now Panos. Finds Walsh. Lucy Bronze.
Lucy Bronze has found herself inverting from that right back position into central midfield, which overloads Chelsea a little bit and allows them to compete in those central areas, which you've seen them do. As soon as they get the ball, she just goes inside. So when you play with a back four anyway, at any one time you're always defending, usually with a 3, because one player will go out and engage. So you may as well do it when you've got possession.
Yara forward. Picked up by JC, and now comes in there by the Chelsea captain, Magdalena Eriksson.
We know about JC, she will try and get some space in front to run into. Eriksson acutely aware of that, and that area of the pitch, that foul is not going to hurt Chelsea, but JC running at them into space will.
Bonmati across to Graham Hansen again. Gets away from Charles. Picked up by Bronze. He floats the ball in and headed away. Only as far as and eventually Chelsea can undo some of that Barcelona pressure. Jankovic. Bronze. A little bit too much power behind that pass. Chelsea still waiting for the response. The reaction to Barcelona's early goal. The 4th-minute goal from Caroline Graham Hansen. Cuthbert. Sam Kerr heads on. Good header to find Guro Reiten. Out to Sam Kerr again. Took a deflection and forced a save from Panos.
It's good play there. Chelsea, Reiten's not really been involved as much as Chelsea would want her to, but a terrific little feint from Cuthbert to allow that space in midfield. Reiten gets hold of it, and then it's completely covered by Barcelona players, and I think Sam Kerr really couldn't get the contact or the power that she would particularly want.
First real opportunity that we've seen from Chelsea.
Well, that's the warning in terms of to Barcelona, that they may, you know, have all the possession, dominate the game, control the game, but Chelsea have the players as an outlet which will hurt Barcelona, and they'll be able to get in those spaces, and I think that little passage of play shows that.
Ihara finds JC, trying to get away from Eriksson. Option is through the middle to Walsh. Across to Leon. Rolford.
Well, that edge of the box block is working quite well for Chelsea in terms of how Barcelona are working the ball into their own box, but they've already got through once with the goal, and it's just now Chelsea about using the ball better when they do win it back.
Carter. Here's Eriksson. Across to Mjelde. Bonmati. Blocked by Carter, but falls to Bronze. Ball across, looking for Payuelo. Mjelde got there, and eventually the rebound just trickled into the hands of Berger.
Payuelo there was just lurking at the far post, waiting for the ball to arrive at her. There's a chance, but still Chelsea managed to get bodies in the way. It's a good ball in. Not really put that many good balls into the box, but just did enough, Mjelde.
There's Perisset. Mjelde. Leupolz plays it on to Sam Kerr, space opening up for Chelsea, and Guro Reiten is waiting for it on the left. This is Guro Reiten to make it 1-1! The flag is up. So the celebrations are paused. Chelsea thought they found the answer.
And I think that all of Barcelona players thought that they'd play. I think it is offside. I think it was Lucy Bronze right at the end, just before the ball was played through. She managed to play offside there, but that is a good indication that Chelsea, they can get in behind, because it is quite a high line. obviously Barcelona as well. Acutely aware of the threat of
Como
Chelsea.
todos son iguales.
¿Quieres ahorrar con una limpieza impecable? No malgastes. Ariel tiene doble poder de limpieza.
Con Ariel ahorra sí, manchas fuera sí así.
Ariel líquido, doble poder de limpieza y ahorra. Consigue ya tu 55% de descuento en la app La Cuponera.
Bronze. Forward by Leopolds.
Chelsea, as much as possible, are keeping two up front, Brighton and Kerr, just to engage the two centre-backs at Barcelona. Just keep them honest.
Has been an important player for Chelsea in terms of creating goals and scoring them as well. She's got 5 assists in the Champions League this season. Only Aitana Bonmati for Barcelona has got more in the competition so far. But Emma Hayes certainly will be pleased with the response, Lucy, that she's seen from her Chelsea side since going a goal down so early on against Barcelona. Here's Rolfer. Options to a left and right, but Rolfer keeps going. And a vital interception in there. Quijaro finds Parayuelo. Options arriving for Barcelona in the penalty area. Rolfer again. And Mielda just getting in the way.
Yeah, good example of Rolfer in terms of that's how she plays. She's basically a left back that plays as a left winger, and so getting up the pitch. I just think that, again, just to engage, as soon as you let her come into the box and then you make those sort of challenges, you're always putting at risk that you might give a penalty away, but it's a terrific challenge from Eriksson.
Looking for Kerr. Rolfer.
A very good evening. Welcome along to live DAZN coverage of the Women's Champions League, the final tie in this season's quarterfinal, ready to be completed.
She just knew there, when you're a little bit out of shape and you push players forward, she has to make sure she wins that battle. It's terrific defending.
The home of Chelsea, the 8th-time European champions Lyon arrive in London looking for a comeback after being stunned at home by Chelsea last week. And tonight, Chelsea know they need to be at their absolute best if they want to progress through to the semi-finals. This is the road to Eindhoven, and we already know 3 of our semi-finalists.
Guru could be through here. It's Guru to try and finish, and Lucy Bronze got in the way to deny.
In the semi-final, then earlier on today, we saw the result between
linking up really well.
So
Sam Kerr and Guru in terms of one will go for the flick on, the other one knows that she's got to make that run, and I think the most unfortunate bit about this is Lucy Bronze just did enough physically, but it ends up on Guru right foot.
At the Emirates yesterday.
I think if it had been a left foot, it'd have been in the back of the net.
Is one semi-final, and we will find out tonight who the second semi-final will be. Will it be
Lucy
Chelsea
Bronze with a crucial block
be Lyon?
to deny Chelsea an equaliser, but they're starting to knock on the door now, Chelsea.
This one, Lucy. The crowd, you can see, are absolutely up for this one tonight. This is probably one of the most highly anticipated ties of the quarterfinals.
With the corner delivery.
It certainly is, Peen, and you know, you look at this, and this could
Carter.
be
Trying to play it back, but Bonmati holds on for Barcelona, who look to break now.
They find themselves in front.
Graham
They played really well away, but Lyon, we know all about
Parayuelo is joining her as well. Graham Hansen gets away from Mielda.
They have pedigree in this competition. They know how to win finals. They know
well,
how
there's a collision between Graham Hansen and
Chelsea will have to be right at their best.
It's Ankarin Berger who's come out the worst of it.
For the injuries that they've got, both teams have got, actually.
What a player she is.
It will be a really close game. Graham Hansen. Just brushed off defenders as she's running with the ball.
Heading out to
I don't think there was anything in that either way. I don't think it was a foul on the goalkeeper. I don't think it was a penalty. But
no, they've played here before, but it's not
terrific play. Gets the ball, then that change of speed. She gets the other side,
occasion, and I think everybody
just loses it.
That's big occasion. I think that
just a little bit too much. I think she just did enough. Mielda there, that last little touch.
Sorted themselves
out. Great goalkeeping from Berger, which we would expect.
Probably
just that little touch there. Mielda's defending brilliant. But what a run by Hansen.
You know, I look at this game tonight, and I just think that you look through the two teams, you look through the two benches, and
great game.
Somebody is going to be.
It has been everything we've expected, hasn't it? Between
we've got so many candidates
two of Europe's
that could
best
be
teams.
that match winner.
It's Chelsea's
Emma
Hayes' side that want to or need to try and find the reaction to that opening goal. Has that maybe just the fact that Barcelona have been able to do that again against Chelsea, get that early advantage?
It's just so difficult when you play against this Barcelona team because they're probably going to score once, so you know that you're going to score. You have to score at least twice over the two legs. But I think she was disappointed with the manner of the goal when it came. But in terms of her players' response, I think she always talks about that you can't win it in the first leg, but you can certainly lose it. And I think she's got that mindset
in 2021.
They'll defend well, Chelsea, and then when they can get up the pitch, they do commit players forward, and I think they've done it well. Since the goal, I think they've defended well as well.
And a special moment for the Chelsea players and the Lyon players.
Berger's back up on her feet, so
the English champions Chelsea making their way out, greeted by this loud and proud Stamford Bridge crowd with a crucial advantage on their side. But it's the 8th time European champions who are in town. And Lyon know a fight back is needed to keep their hopes of claiming a 9th Champions League crown
in just a few weeks' time. The Queen of Boxing returns to our screens. Katie Taylor fighting Chantal Cameron, homecoming fight in Dublin.
And it's Barcelona,
and then looking further ahead, DAZN will soon be your home of NFL Game Pass. Every single game live on DAZN from next season. Charles tries to hold on. Too many Barcelona players surrounding her, though, and Charles is able to find Cankovic. Now, an opportunity for Chelsea to come forward. Strike comes in, but there's a long cross in the end. Parise will do her best to try and get there, but couldn't quite. Cuthbert. Chelsea win it back. Mielda. Eriksson. Parise gets away from Parayuelo.
28th
tries to keep going. Guijarro tries to hold on.
Secured the win for Chelsea last week in France. Now it's Lyon who have to try and overturn that deficit.
Couldn't find the way through.
Chelsea,
in the end, it was Kira Walsh who got the block in for Barcelona.
This is the team for Chelsea then, and it's two changes from that first leg. Millie Bright, who was forced off injured in France, still not fit to make the squad. So Magdalena Eriksson comes in at centre-back to captain the side. Sophie Ingle drops to the bench. So Niamh Charles comes into the front line for Chelsea. While Guro Reiten, as we mentioned, scored the only goal against Lyon last week, starts again for Chelsea. With Sam Kerr, Lauren James, the key players.
Looking to play it through to Sam Kerr, and the vital header from Paredes to play it into the hands of Baños.
Tell you what, that was nearly a perfect ball for Sam Kerr. She's a real problem for the centre-backs for Barcelona. Those runs that she makes just on the blind side, just needs a really perfect ball in.
No one's done it better than Lyon.
Leopolds. Across to Charles.